Hey everybody, it's Pastor Jared here at Ridge United Methodist Church. We are so looking forward to being able to offer once again in-person worship starting on Sunday, September 13th. We've been working hard and preparing for that day, and I want to give you some information about what you can expect and some of the changes that have taken place so that we can do our best to make this worship service as safe and as meaningful as possible. But before I do so, I want to let you know that we will continue live streaming our services as well as recording them should you decide to watch later. If you would prefer to participate and watch the services from the safety and comforts of your own home, we encourage you to do so and hope that you will tune in on our church's YouTube page. That's youtube.com/RidgeUMC. You can find it either by going to YouTube itself, clicking on the link at our church's website, or by the link that will be posted on our Facebook account. However you decide to watch, be it live or the recorded service later on, we are glad and thankful that we'll be able to continue to offer live stream virtual worship as we head into the fall. The other thing I want to make you aware of, whether you will be participating online or in person, is that we have made the decision that at least for the near future, to continue worshiping as one church family at the 10 a.m. hour. That's going to help us do a couple things. Number one, it will allow us as one large church family to continue to be one church family in worship. I think it's so important, especially in this season, that we continue to be with one another, whether it's in person or virtual, but as one church family, one ever-growing church family. We're so thankful for you who have started joining us via our online worship services. We're glad to have you be part of this Ridge Church family. The second thing, by continuing to worship at 10 o'clock, it's going to make it a lot easier on our end to make sure that the building is properly disinfected and safe for both your coming in as well as your going out. So let me talk to you a little bit about that and give you some details about what you can expect. As far as your coming in, we would like for you to enter into the main church doors found underneath the awning just outside of door 1 or door A, the one that's just next to Karen's office, for you who are regulars. We will be having greeters there who will be wearing face shields, and they will be the ones who will be both welcoming you as well as those persons will be responsible to open and close the doors. That will help make it a little bit safer so that we won't have everyone grabbing the door handles or pushing on the levers. Instead, those people will be designated to welcome you in, and then we'll be coming into the church sanctuary. I want to show you a couple things as we look at the space and the ongoing efforts to make it as safe as we can for you. Hopefully you can see in the background here, this is the piano where Rich plays, as well as some of our safety things that have been created, shields for those who will be singing or playing instruments. Those persons will be protected behind the area so that they can continue to sing and so that they can continue to play and lead us in worship. Due to credible science recommending that those who are gathered in worship not sing, we will abide by their recommendations, and we all will take up that cross of not singing, even though that's the heart, one of the beating hearts of United Methodists. We are a people who sing. John Wesley and the earliest used to gather around, and even the clergy, after they'd been going on their circuits, riding from church to church, they'd return and sing before meals as they gathered together. That's part of who we are as United Methodists. It's a part of who I am, but for the well-being of others, to not look after our own interests, as Philippians 2 tells us, but for the interests of others, we're going to be bearing the cross of not singing while we are gathering in person. We'll let our worship leaders do that, and we'll listen prayerfully or we'll hum along with joy, but we won't be projecting ourselves. So thank you for helping care for the community that way. Also want to let you know that there are spacers marked out in all of the rows to help add a little bit of distance between us. We have blocked off every other row with some yellow tape, and we're adding a couple fun signs that will be posted just to remind you to not enter into the blocked off rows. Then, within each row, there are yellow dots. I hope you can see on the back of the pews. Those are spaced about 6 feet apart. And so when you come and when you enter in, whether you're a single person, whether you're a couple, or if you are a large family that takes up a whole row, we just ask that when you come and sit in a pew, that you will space yourselves out accordingly. One helpful way to think about it, whether you use the tape or your own hands to help space yourselves out. If you put your arm out and the person standing next to you or sitting next to you puts theirs out, that will help ensure several feet between the two of you, again, just to help maintain physical distancing. Should the need arise that we have too many folks who are filling the space up, for the first Sunday, we will be adding some chairs just outside the sanctuary doors in the narthex that you will be able to still participate in the service and be present. We will continue to make adjustments as needed going forward, but that's the plan, at least for Sunday, September 13th. Beth Ann and I will be up at our podiums, well distanced from the front several rows. Finally, when you leave the worship service, we will be inviting you to do so by heading out the doors immediately outside the sanctuary over there in the narthex. That will allow for us, as well as the side door here in the sanctuary, that will allow for our greeters, again, to open the doors so we don't have to touch the handles, and will help us space out a little bit more as we flow out of the space. Unfortunately, we won't be staying inside to fellowship or to gather or to intermingle, but while the weather's nice, we can do so outside quite a bit safer than being indoors. So that's our plan for this fall, to continue offering live streaming on our YouTube page, as well as in-person worship starting Sunday, September 13th. To continue to do so at 10 a.m. for the foreseeable future. And then while you are here, we will be listening or humming along to the music while we are physically distanced, so to look out for the health and interests of ourselves, but especially those around us. Church, we are excited to be together again. We look forward to being connected to you in new ways and old ways this fall. And so, Sunday, September 13th and going forward, we'll be gathering again in person here at the church. Both this Sunday and the Sundays to come, we look forward to seeing you online or in person, and may God bless you and keep you as you continue to be the church where you are and in the circles and the corners of this world to which God has both placed you and called you. May God's hand rest upon you and be with you as you are sent to be God's disciples in this world. Till next Sunday, peace be with you.